Marlins hosting the Phillies, and the Phillies are minus 134 on the money line. The Marlins are plus 114. The over-under is 7 runs. The Phillies, laying a run and a half on the run line, are plus 136, meaning if you bet them that way, they must win this game by at least 2 runs. And the Marlins, getting a run and a half on the run line, are minus 164, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you'd win. They lose by 1, you win. Wheeler has pitched twice against the Marlins so far this year. 6 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They lost that game 3-2 in 10 innings. He struck out 6. And then 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won that game 4-3 in Miami. He struck out 7. The Phillies are 8-2 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 6 innings pitched and 6.9 strikeouts per game in those games, so always fun to keep an eye out for him on the K-line. The Phillies are 4-1 as a team in his last 5. He's averaging 6 1/3 innings pitched in those games, and he's got an ERA of 2.4 in those games. In his last 2 outings, he's allowed only 1 earned run, striking out 11 and 8. The 2 previous games, he allowed 3 earned runs and struck out 7. It was the exact same stat line, and the game before that was 4 earned runs and struck out 6. For the Marlins, Garrett pitched once against the Phillies this year. 5 innings, 3 runs, 3 of which were earned. They won that game 5-3. He only struck out 3 batters. They also are 8-2 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 6.3 strikeouts per game in his last 10. In his last 5, the Marlins are 3-2. He's got a 3.2 ERA, and he's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched. So a higher ERA, and he isn't going quite as deep into these games as Wheeler is. In his last outing, he allowed no earned runs and struck out 6, then 6 earned runs and struck out 5, 4 earned runs and struck out 5, 3 earned runs and struck out 3, 3 earned runs and struck out 6. Head-to-head, the road team is 6-4. These teams are 5-5 against each other in their last 10. The Phillies are on a 2-game winning streak. The underdog is 6-4 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 7-3. There have been 2 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The under has hit in their last 2 games, although the over is 5-4-1, and the over 7 specifically is 5-3-2. In the games that they played, the last 2, the Phillies have won 3-1 and 4-2, and then the 2 previous games to that, the Marlins won 7-3 and 5-3. The game before that, the Phillies won 4-3, and the game before that, the Marlins won 3-2. Ironically enough, both of those games were games that Wheeler pitched, the one-run games. The Phillies are 6-4 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They are 2-2 in their last 4. The under is 6-4 in their last 10, and the under has hit in their last 2 games, losing back-to-back games to the Pirates 7-6 and 6-4, and then beating the Marlins twice 4-2 and 3-1. For the Marlins, they've dropped their last 2 games. They are 1-3 in their last 4. The under has obviously hit in their last 2. The under is 7-3 in their last 10, losing to the Tigers 5-0, beating the Tigers 8-6, and then losing 4-2 and 3-1 to the Phillies. If the trends continue the way that Wheeler is pitching against the Marlins, they're one-run games. So take the Phillies with the money line, the Marlins getting the runs, and I'm going to go under because both of these pitchers have been pitching outstanding lately. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.